So I've noticed that I've collected up quite a few GAN flagships from the previous years, so I thought that we'll talk about it a little bit and see how these puzzles evolved to become, well, the 13 currently. And yeah, we'll take a look starting from the XS all the way up to our current flagship, which is the GAN 13 Maglev. The GAN XS, or 356XS, is GAN's 2019 flagship model. Let's take a look inside. So the cube comes in a classic GAN hardshell case, and there's a product card, and inside here would be a blue GAN bag, and then instructions on how to adjust the cube and a 3x3 manual. So this cube, the adjustments are quite interesting because it's GAN's first time implementing their GES Pro system. So there will be two sets of blue nuts that you can switch in and out. One set having settings 2 and 4 for axis travel, and the other 1 and 3s with a total of 4 axis travel distance. And the clear part around the outside can be adjusted with a 3-prong tool, and there are 6 settings for that, which is tensioning. But what's really revolutionary about the XS is the edge magnet adjustment. So there are 3 magnet adjustments that you can make with a small flathead. And yeah, overall, cube turns pretty papery smooth, and it deforms a lot more compared to the modern GAN flagships, which we'll talk about later. Corner cutting and performance, overall it's okay, but compared to modern models, I don't like it quite as much. The GAN 11M Pro is GAN's 2020 flagship, so I still think to this day that's GAN's best release. I still main this cube. Inside we have a very appealing hardshell case design, which is nice, and we have a product card, and inside here will be the instructions for 3x3 adjustments and a blue GAN bag. As far as core adjustments go, it's identical to the XS. It has the GES Pro system with a lighter blue nut for you to switch out. There's 4 axis travel, and there's 6 tension settings. What's revolutionary about this cube is the introduction of corner-to-core magnets. Magnets are put in the core and the corners to increase cube stability without having to sacrifice speed. I personally think that is GAN 11's biggest value. And to adjust the strength of the corner-to-core magnets, all you have to do is use a mini flathead screwdriver, and you can adjust the strength of the magnets that way. Only 8 adjustments. The cube is soft yet clicky at the same time. I think it has a very nice balance of smoothness versus speed, and most importantly, at the time it was fast and stable at the same time. You don't have to sacrifice one aspect for another. Not long after the 11's release, GAN released a more budget-friendly version of the GAN 11M Duo. This cube is identical to the GAN 11, except for you can't adjust the corner core magnets, which I am perfectly fine with. And the boxing is a little simpler, same hardshell box, which is nice, but there's no credit card. And inside here will be the instructions for the adjustments, the instructions on how to solve a 3x3, and a light blue GAN bag. So at the time when the 11 was released, the price tag was, I believe, around $65, and that really shocked a lot of people. So I personally think that's why GAN decided to release this $47 version. And on SpeakerShop, it's actually currently 40% off, costing only around $28. So if you want that, here's the time to get it. GAN 12 Maglev is GAN's 2021 flagship. Let's take a look inside. They updated the hardshell case design, and there's product card as always for their main flagship, and inside here same instructions, but they also did update to a newer blue GAN bag. So if you buy GAN cubes right now, all the bags will look like this instead of the lighter previous design. I actually prefer this. So this cube has an entirely different internal adjustment system. Instead of the two-piece nut design, Gan decided to use a one-piece design with 6 axis travel settings determined by the little divot in the plastic. And outside, similarly, you can adjust the spring tension or maglev tension, which we'll get to. And there are 6 settings, just like before. You can adjust that with a tool. What's revolutionary about this cube is that instead of springs, which offers this pulling back force and / tension on the cube, Gan 12 Maglev utilizes repelling magnets in the core. And to adjust those magnets, same system as the 11, use a small flathead and you can adjust the strength of the magnets and the release strength. Overall, the cube is very satisfying to turn. It is by far the clickiest Gan cube, even more so than the 13, which we'll get to. And the cube auto aligns a lot, as you can see here. And yeah, I got the version with the UV coating. I don't really think it's worth it. It makes the cube shiny and better to grip, supposedly, but I don't really feel that. So that's your guys' judgment. And finally, we have the 2022 Gan Flagship, which is the Gan 13 Maglev that we've all been waiting for. The unboxing is surreal. It's on a different level. So there we have the business card and a new hard shell case design. In here, same stuff, instruction manuals and the darker blue bag. So the Gan 13 adjustments is basically the same as the 12, but let's take a look at it. There are a few minor adjustments. Again, the divot in the plastic indicates which axis travel the cube is on, and there's a total of 6 axis travels. And the outside can also be adjusted with a small metal tool given in the box, and there's 6 maglev tensions, if you will. And to adjust the corner to core magnets, which are still here, there are 6 levels, and you can use a small metal tool to swipe and determine which of the 6 magnet strength that you want your cube on. One most important thing about the 13 is that the edges also have magnets that repel the core magnets, which is supposed to help with turning, but I don't feel any improvement in like smoothness or speed or reduce catching from these magnets, so I don't really understand it. So I want to talk about the price tag just a bit. If I can put this back, yeah. The UV costs around $85, and I got the matte, which is $77. So I wouldn't recommend spending a whole $8 just for shiny coating that's supposedly going to help you grip the cube better. Feel-wise, it's back to the papery smooth thing. I don't think this cube is as stable as the 11 or 12, weirdly, and there are some catches here and there, but I'm still playing around with the settings since I just got it a few days ago. But yeah, performance is decent, and let's see the average of 5 for all these cubes. 1 solve per cube, let's do it. Software 13. 161. Wow, that's a pretty good average.